This song has like zero effect on me. The Lego Movie 2 in theaters.
Welcome to TTI. Welcome to a whole new world of science and fun. Today we're counting down the top 10 modified cars, which are incredible. So be sure to put your seatbelt on and be ready to enjoy this thrilling video.
Number 10.
If you think Bigfoots don't exist, then of course you are wrong. If you still are in doubt, then be ready to meet Bigfoot. Designed by a great motor enthusiast, Bob Chandler in 1974 in the U.S. Professionally, Bob drove a robust vehicle, Ford F-250 for off-roading adventure in his free time. But Bob pushed it hard, breaking the axles and burning out the engines, only to find out that replacements were difficult in the St. Louis area. That's when an idea began to form. Bob created Midwest four-wheel drive to fill that 4x4 gap. The first Bigfoot had 48 inches tall, four-wheel steering, and a supercharged 8-cylinder engine. Bob unveiled the biggest of the monster trucks, standing 5.7 meters tall and weighing 17,200 kilograms, 38,000 pounds. They did some sponsor show-off at Denver Car Show in summer 1986. The truck was intentionally created with these large tires, which originally came from a huge vehicle used in Alaska by the U.S. Army.
Number 9.
Photo camera car. We know that people love selfies. Google has spinning cameras for 3D maps, but Harris Blank's camera van had a different goal. Back in 1993, a lot of work on its exterior surface. It might be the best choice for YouTube pranksters. The primary intention was to capture people's faces and their surprising reaction. In 1995, the van began its journey across America. Blank was documenting the astonished looks, bewildered faces, and pointing onlookers with the cameras docked onto the vehicle. Since the first departure, Bank has taken his van to Canada and even overseas to Britain and Germany to find thousands of different faces with the same range of reactions to his attention-grabbing creation.
Number 8.
Ghost car. Apparently this SUV, Nissan Patrol, looks like an ordinary car. But don't be fooled by its outer appearance. To understand more, we have to open the door. Oh my gosh, after opening the door, you can see the absence of steering wheel, accelerator, and brakes. I think this ghost car from Dubai is worthy of publicity. Are you wondering how it works? So, don't overthink. Let me unveil the hidden secret. Actually, the steering wheel, accelerator, and brake, all of these are precisely installed at the back side of the car. And driving this unusually modified car is a really challenging job, I bet.
Number 7.
Pool table car. If you have an intense obsession towards a car and a pool table, then you may appreciate Vinnie Bergman for his creative work. He combined both his old car and pool table. For this, he selected Chevrolet Monte Carlo from late 90s. Thanks to new powerful engine, this pool car can achieve 100 miles per hour or 160 kilometers per hour.
Emmett, we have to be tough. Did you draw stubble dots on your face?
What now? The Lego Movie 2 in theaters.
Number 6.
Spa car hot tub. Yes, probably you've all heard about Nazi scientists because of their crazy experiments and incredible inventions. But right now, we are living in the future, where some of the greatest scientists have emerged on YouTube, like Crazy Russian Hacker, Hacksmith, and now Colin Firth. Colin Firth is a British garage inventor and one of my favorite YouTubers. He converted his 28-year-old BMW car into a hot tub on the wheel. Sealing every holes and gap in car's interior is essential. That ensures there is no leakage. Filling tremendous amount of water was a real challenge to the car's old suspensions. That's the reason Colin installed the additional suspension coils for the smoother ride. The unique waterproofing material used to protect the sensitive components and electrical wires. Moreover, they mounted tube blowers for making bubbles and covered the car with artificial lawn grass. I think this car might be the best for picnics because his crazy car even has built-in mini kitchen to cook meat. All those features combined make this car perfect for summers.
Number 5.
Ford Fairmont Snow Tank. In the last few years, the Ford Fairmont has become trendy platform among drag racers due to being inexpensive, lightweight design that allows the wide range of modifications. One man from Saskatchewan in Canada was tired of people due to not getting their attention to his 1978 Fairmont. After getting inspiration from the movie Taxi, he transformed his old car into a tank. Arguably the coolest Fairmont we may have ever seen, the owner took a Fairmont project and made it the ultimate Arctic cruiser. Its body was installed on snowcat chassis with extra wide tracks. This grandma sedan can go anywhere, even in harsh and extreme places where no other Fairmont has gone before. The owner has decided to sell his car at $15,000.
Number 4.
Stubby Bob. Probably you're thinking, what's unique about this garbage truck? Two famous engineers, Mike Finnegan and David Freiberger from a YouTube channel, Roadkill, took a 1950s Ford F6 dump truck and trimmed the frame to just 102 inches so that it was freaking awesome. Instead of old tractor engine, they decided to replace that with a new Chevrolet Big Block V8 engine, which was precisely installed behind the driver's cabin. Starting the engine of this truck is one of the greatest experiences for engine enthusiasts. A new life is given to the truck with the support of Optima batteries, CRC Industries, Lincoln Tech, Cooper Tire. Even though this Bob truck works fine, but still, it needs a lot of work to complete this project.
Number 3.
What will happen if we combine two cars? Of course, the result will be strange and ridiculous. To find out the answer to this question, Fred and Dave attempted to build one vehicle that can run on all types of terrain. They combined an old Range Rover with a Ford Ranger to build pre-Range Rover Land Runner, which can also play in the mud and rock crawl. They safely cut all unnecessary parts without interfering with the gas connection. With a lot of hard working, they welded two half cars into one piece. Now there is two driving cabins, two steering wheels, two engines, and two drivers with double the fun. But it still looks ridiculous and awesome at the same time. Number 2. Maybe you're bored with your old car with the same permanent color and want to repaint your car in another color of your choice. But unfortunately, you're not so rich like Rainbow Shake, who has 7 cars in 7 different color variants, just like my closet. But don't worry, here we have a few solutions that you can try. Now you can change your car's color or pattern by using thermochromic tone. The thermochromic paint is the same material that is found in mood rings and under the screens of smartphones or LCD. This material, when exposed to heat, the molecular structure changes. It reflects a different color on warm conditions. The thermochromic paint is intentionally prepared in such a manner that it will change its color at 37 degrees Celsius, which is our body temperature. This color under warm water becomes translucent, revealing the car's true colors. After a few moments, the paint becomes opaque again. Paramagnetic color is another magical solution. They can change color under the influence of electricity. If you have paramagnetic paint, then changing color is as easy as pressing a button on a remote. Hydrocolor is another color which has the ability to change its color under the influence of moisture. Brazilians are very fun-loving people and love loud sounds. But one person changed the definition of loudness. Alan Dante is a world champion for several years in Brazil. He modified his car into the loudest car due to its ability to produce 184.6 decibels of loudness. As we know, more than 185 decibels is fatal and can damage your eardrum or may destroy ears' anatomical functions. Such sound has same destructive power as experiencing an explosion of 1 kilograms of TNT, but at 18 meters away from the center of the explosion. The Team Hail car is one of the loudest cars in the world with the most powerful audio system, which consists of 9 subwoofers, 9 amplifiers, and 60 batteries. Being a medical professional, my advice to you guys is that please stay away from it, because precaution is better than the cure. Thanks for watching. Which car do you find most impressive? Let me know in the comment section. If you're new here, then feel free to subscribe and be my friend. Don't miss our upcoming videos by clicking on that bell icon. I'll catch you guys later in my next
10 illegal car modifications. What's up, guys? Ever since cars became somewhat common, owners wanted to customize them to fit their tastes and needs. At the beginning, it was fairly easy, because cars were practically bespoke built for the richest. But as cars became a mass-produced commodity affordable to the masses, car owners always looked for something to make them stand out from the rest of the crowd. Fairly speaking, car mods are as old as cars, and as technology and car-related laws started progressing, there came many new trends in modifying cars. While some car mods are quite benevolent, some of them affect the environment, safety, and public order, and as such they are illegal. Today we're going to present to you 10 car modifications that can get you into trouble. Number 1. Dark window tint. Tinted windows have their own set of benefits, like blocking just the right amount of sun and making daily driving a more pleasant experience. That's why factories often offer tinted windows as optional extras, or even standard on more upscale cars. But while mild tint is completely okay, dark window is illegal in most countries and states. There are 2 reasons for that. The first is that extremely dark tint limits your visibility in nighttime driving and makes you less aware of your surroundings. The other is that it conceals you from the law enforcement, putting them in all sorts of potential danger. That's why extremely dark window tint is not a good idea on your car. Number 2. Neons. Luckily, neon lighting is a mostly forgotten car mod, but during the 2000s and the success of the Fast and Furious franchise, everything was about putting all sorts of colourful lights under your car, and it's not all about the taste police. Apart from being extremely tacky, neon lighting is illegal because most states have the laws that propose very strict rules. So it's all about headlights in the front, red lights in the back, and nothing purple, green, or orange in between or under them. Number 3, truck lifting. Many truck owners want to enhance their off-roading capabilities by lifting their trucks, giving them more ground clearance. Up to a certain extent, these mods are legal, but lifting the truck over the limit is forbidden in many states. The reason behind this is that it directly endangers other drivers as well as pedestrians, so if you're planning to do this mod, read your local laws very carefully. Number 4, NOS kits. While it is very common on the drag strips, tuners' favourite alternate fuel is illegal for road cars. Due to the highly flammable nature of nitrous oxygen and its notorious connection to street races, this power booster is not welcome on the road. A NOS kit can really get you into all sorts of trouble, so be very cautious if you ever plan to equip your car with a bottle of pressurised gas that burns at an astounding rate. Number 5, custom exhausts. Exhaust fumes are one of the main causes of air pollution in the world, and crackdown on them began in the early 70s. The exhaust system has several parts designed for keeping the emission levels low, but they also make cars less powerful. Removing these parts for extra horsepower is not a good idea for at least 2 reasons. First of all, modern cars are packed with sensors and electronics, so removing these parts can cause other problems with the car as well. Second, it's plain illegal because your car no longer complies with emission and standards. When modifying your exhaust system, be aware of this and check your local laws. Number 6, engine mods. The same as with the previous one, this mod is also illegal because tuning your engine can affect your CO2 emissions. And by making your car non-compliant with the green laws, you're risking trouble with the law. Number 7, lights. Aftermarket lights, both front and rear, can be illegal in many places. The thing with aftermarket front lights is that they shine much brighter than legally allowed, posing a danger to other drivers. Also, any rear lights that don't follow the colour scheme are illegal in many places. Number 8, lowriders. Lowriders are among the quintessential examples of the American car culture, and they have been around for decades. However, some states forbid cars that are riding too low. So if you live in Georgia and Maryland, for example, be aware that you can get in trouble. Luckily, most air ride kits can bypass these legal limitations by simply lifting the car to a legal level when driving. Number 9, radar and laser jammers. Okay, this one is pretty self-explanatory, as these types of devices are used to stop the law enforcement from doing their work properly, or evade them and continue driving above the speed limit. They are illegal almost anywhere in the world. Number 10, license plate frames. The final illegal car mod that we chose is a fairly simple one. License plate frames that partially conceal the numbers, letters, or even the state names are illegal. Apart from that, they can also be quite tacky, so it's one more reason to not put them on your car. So there you are. Which things did I miss? What should I have included? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, please don't forget to like the video. I reply to every comment in the first 6 hours. Cheers!
Oh my god,
Ladies and gentlemen, we have no time for a proper introduction. Good morning, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog, and welcome to the Lamborghini Portofino. My Jeep is blocking the way. Wrong key. There it is. This is an unexpected cold startup on a 2014 Jeep Wrangler Sahara. So, yeah, the Jeep needs a wash. Anyways, moving on.
Welcome to TTI. Hello, car enthusiasts. Many of us dream about some of the most expensive cars like the BMW, Mercedes, and Rolls-Royce. Similarly, kids also want to drive these cars. But they are unfortunate because there is an age restriction on that. I mean, they can't drive any vehicles without reaching the government's defined age. So sad. But don't worry, because today, this video will change the scenario. Today, we are going to explore some of the most expensive and the most interesting vehicles that are the ultimate ways for fun. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video in full screen.
Number 7.
Be right back, stream.
Arrow Smart Card. Nowadays, kids easily get bored by playing with Mario's cart in the video games. That's when they didn't plug in being active in traditional clothing.
Yeah, it's total. Yeah. Adult all together.
Is all in one. It's final total, right?
Yeah.
Right, then put that call 100%. But put your game to chat, you think to chat now. Yeah.
Looking for a great gift for kids' cars, racing, or speed? Check out the most exciting three-wheeled electric car, Power Wheels Boomerang, introduced by the toy manufacturer. Fun. We accelerated up to 5 miles an hour, and young drivers can drift into epic off-road adventures with this awesome Power Wheels. Vehicle tilts while turning for exciting driving actions, with Kid Control's Power Drift mode. Push the shifter up or down to change the speed or direction to have a lot of fun riding around on the Boomerang. This cool-looking safest vehicle can be driven over multiple terrains, with the combination of rugged Power Wheels with an exciting thrill ride. It can go over sidewalks, grass, and even rough terrains. The Power Wheels Boomerang is for ages 5 to 10, with a maximum weight of 100 pounds.
Number 5.
Auto Fabrica Type Point 1. Introducing the Auto Fabrica Type Point 1. Designed by two London-based bike enthusiasts brothers, Bujar and Gaz Muharremi. At first sight, it looks like the Wolverine's bike, but it is way smaller than that. Look at this mini motorcycle that has elegantly designed tires that makes it look really awesome. The brothers were motivated to convert Gauss's young son's dream into a reality. This bike gives real opportunities to experience the wilderness and fun at a young age. It's designed by Type 7 motorcycles, but this mini motorcycle uses 50cc Franco Marini engines and exhausted through custom-bent pipes that is attached to a 70s mini donor frame. A vintage tank, custom-fabbed exhaust, modern mini bike telescopic horns, and custom rear shocks.
Number 4.
Comet 57S. Toyota introduced a family car for kids at International Tokyo Toy Show 2013. It's basically no more different than a regular car, and it has 2 cramped seats in the back for parents. The accelerator, brake, and dashboard meters and seats are identical to those in conventional vehicles. The main difference is that it's shorter and sized to a kid's proportions. Interestingly, it can reach its maximum speed of 30 miles per hour because it is propelled by an electric motor. The latest iteration features a hood covered with an array of LEDs. Children can customize the car by drawing pictures that are scanned and translated into pixels. A second Comet 57S Sport is displayed without panels so that children can see how its steering, differential, and accelerator works. Interestingly, this 2013's concept car was made up of 57 small, lightweight, detachable panels that can be finished with a wide choice of different colors and designs.
Number 3.
1966 Mustang Jr. It is a fantastic red-colored car, which is an exact replica of 1966 Ford Mustangs. It is a mini Mustang for kids, or for fun-loving adults. Mini Mustang Jr. promotional go-kart is a huge hit amongst the kids. Spotted at Fabulous Sports Forever at Knott's Berry Farm, this micro Mustang drew crowds of kids and adults alike. With the cooperation of Ford Motor Company, the Power Car Company created junior versions of production cars to attract young customers into dealer showrooms to check out and buy a new car. The Mini Mustang originally had 2.5 horsepower Briggs and Stratton engines, but Roger has since replaced it with a 7 horsepower Honda generator engine with electric start, so the car will run up to 31 miles per hour.
Number 2.
1970 Plymouth Superbird. This awesome car is the most powerful, smallest car that is very rare. It is an exact replica of the 1970s Plymouth and made completely by hand through a painstaking custom job. The outer body is made up of fiberglass with each and every single detail. Even though it weighs only 300 pounds, 2 feet tall and 9 feet long, it has a powerful V8 engine on a go-kart chassis. By watching this, you can know that it is a freaking awesome car.
Number 1.
Bugatti Veyron for kids. If you know Bugatti, then you surely know that it requires a lot of money. This Bugatti Veyron for kids is introduced by ATC Studio. These toys are so insane that you actually have to see them to believe them. As you can see, these kids are enjoying the pleasure of good fortune. Because of that, they have shrunken down hypercar Bugatti Veyrons. This car features realistically done scissor-style doors, Pioneer stereo systems to play music and songs, leather interior coverings, and an advanced spoiler. The lifelike wheels are made up of high-quality, non-toxic plastic that is anti-skid in nature. The interior and exterior are made up of premium materials that kids will get the realistic feeling of riding the world's fastest and most expensive car. Surprisingly, this car can reach its maximum speed of up to 90 kilometers an hour. It's an all-wheel drive that is powered by a 500cc engine, which delivers 40 horsepower. However, this little pleasure for your kid definitely doesn't come cheap. It costs $50,000. Thanks for watching. I know many kids are going to emotionally blackmail their parents to buy one of these sophisticated toys. But unfortunately, these toys are super expensive, and every parent is not so rich. So please, respect your parents. If you are new here, then feel free to subscribe. And don't miss our latest videos by clicking on that bell icon. I will catch you in my next video. Peace!
16s can drive. What's up, everyone? In most cases, the love affair with cars starts in childhood years. We've all been car-obsessed kids, constantly playing with toy cars, piling up magazines and testing our knowledge, recognizing various models in parking lots. But in most countries around the world, the legal limit is 16 to 18 years of age. And if you're 14 or 15, those couple of years seems like forever. Luckily, there are a few ways you can avoid the limitations and get yourself behind the wheel. Number 1. Go-karts. One of the best and most entertaining ways to operate a motor vehicle and have immense fun is to drive a go-kart. There are no legal limits concerning the age of the driver, and the small displacement models can be driven by 7 or 8-year-olds, while bigger and faster models can be driven by teenagers. Driving a go-kart on a track is a fantastic experience because the speed is enhanced by the sound, vibrations, and basically sitting on the ground. It's also recommended for younger driving fans since it will provide them with the necessary understanding of driving dynamics, basic physics, and feel in real-life conditions. Obviously, it won't replace the experience of driving a proper car, but it will tell you what to expect when you finally sit behind the wheel of a road-legal vehicle. On the other hand, all Formula 1 champions started as go-kart racers when they were kids, so if you are competitive and talented, who knows, you might become a professional driver and future world champion. Number 2. Private land. Everyone knows that if you own a piece of land and you build a road on it, it's exempt from public traffic laws. This means that it is your road, and you can do whatever you want on it, and the police have no legal basis to intervene. Even if you're a kid, you can drive as much as you want, but only on that road, which is built on private land and closed for traffic. Sounds fantastic. Well, it is, and it's every car person's dream to own a piece of land with a proper stretch of asphalt on it. This means that you can do all the fun things that are illegal on public highways, like burnouts, drifting, or speeding. If your family owns land, even with a dirt road, or you know somebody who does, jump in a car and learn how to drive without the fear of police or a ticket. The only requirement is that you can touch the pedals easily. Number 3, video games. If you're a young car enthusiast, you've probably already discovered the fantastic world of car-themed video games. Luckily for us, we live at a time when computer graphics and animation have reached impressive levels, which means that driving games are unbelievably realistic and fun. If you decide to go a step further and invest in a quality computer steering wheel, multiple screen setup and pedals, you'll have an extremely engaging environment, which will provide you with real-life driving and racing experience. The racing game genre is so good these days that professional drivers use the latest games to learn the tracks and to prepare themselves better for real races. Not only will computer games provide you with hours of fun, they can also be an interesting opportunity into racing in real life. Back in 2008, Nissan established a racing program called Nissan GT Academy, which recruited future racing drivers and teenagers who could start to Gran Turismo. Nissan itself was so confident that they could be realistic, that they offered the first person to set the record in the game to go in a real racing car. 10 years later, more than 20 young drivers have been given a chance to replace their computers or consoles with real-life racing cars. Pretty crazy. Number 4, Alberta, Canada. You're probably thinking, what does Canada's central province of Alberta have to do with teenage driving? Well, Alberta's a very interesting place on this list, because bizarrely, you can legally drive as soon as you hit 14 years old. Unprecedented elsewhere in the world. As soon as you pass the driving test, you can get your driver's license. But sadly, you must be in the company of another driver over the age of 18 in order to legally operate the motor vehicle. In real life, this isn't a problem, since having an older friend or relative in a car with you is a small price to pay when you can legally drive at the age of just 14. If you're considering immigrating to Canada, we should remind you that Alberta has a harsh continental climate, and most of the time when you'll be driving, it'll be on snowy mountain roads. Not really a lot to crash into out there. Number 5, driving a quadricycle in France. If the snow blizzards of Alberta made you think twice about moving to Canada, we have a much better alternative, France. As always, however, there is a catch. In France, you can drive at the age of 14, but only small diminutive vehicles called quadricycles, or VSP in French, standing for Voitures sans permis, or vehicles without permits. Quadricycles are small cars with tiny engines producing from 5 to 10 horsepower and capable of reaching speeds of around 40 to 50 kilometers per hour, or 25 to 30 miles per hour. Basically, the quadricycle is a scooter with 4 wheels and 2 seats, and it's treated as such. The French laws permit 14-year-olds to drive it, but without driving them on highways and open roads, since the speed limitations will affect the other drivers. Quadricycles make perfect urban runabouts, though, and with the size of a smart car but much slower, VSP vehicles are common in big cities and urban areas. Yes, I know it's not proper driving, but when you're 14 or 15, this is the best you can get when it comes to participating in real-life traffic. The biggest manufacturer is Aixam, and their models are even exported around the world. So there you are. Is there anything I missed out? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like the video. I try to reply to every comment in the first 3 hours of posting this video. Cheers!
Snap your W-2 and file Fed and State for free, guaranteed. Hi guys, not only cheap cars can be found on the dump, sometimes there's even a chance to spot the fastest and most powerful supercars worth millions of dollars. Today we are going to present some forgotten treasures of family garages, impound lots, and even city dumps. Jaguar XJ220 was only built 280 times. This is the most expensive car in the history of the brand, costing $500,000. Such a supercar was found abandoned in the desert of Qatar under the scorching sun of the Arabian Peninsula. The car was found whole and flawless, and according to the odometer, the Jaguar drove only 600 miles. The reason of why this car was abandoned is unknown. The Ferrari Enzo is a supercar, which gathered dust on an impound lot in Dubai, even though it costed more than $1 million. The car was abandoned by a British subject who wasn't a law-abiding citizen and hurriedly left the country, leaving the car to the mercy of fate. Later, it turned out that the car was hijacked. Today, it is known that it was simply driven off into the hot Arabian sun until the destiny of this beautiful sport car is solved. The next car has a sad story. A few children were playing in the backyard in Los Angeles, 1978, when they found a piece of plastic sheeting sticking out of the ground. A further excavation brought a new Ferrari Dino 246 GTS to light, which was buried in the ground. Later, it turned out that the car was stolen by the owner, who wanted to receive an insurance payment that way, and after the time passed by, free his car from captivity. But by coincidence, Rosendo Cruz, the owner, did not do so. After several years spent in the ground, the car was moldy and corroded. The new owner had to try hard to make the supercar shine again. The Lamborghini Miura P400 was a limited edition and stood in a garage of a small town in Illinois for over 28 years. The present owner told the story of this car. He was sitting behind the wheel of this car since he was a small boy, while his uncle and a part-time owner were busy with something. After his uncle died, the family wanted to sell the car, but it was him who insisted that it can't be sold. As a result, conversations about the sale stopped, and all relatives agreed that it is a family heirloom which remains in the family. This elderly woman kept her husband's car as a family heirloom after his death. The Shelby Daytona Coupe stood in the garage of a landlady who, as it turns out, had no idea of its value until recently. If you believe the rumors, the car was bought for $3 million not so long ago. And here is a kind of record holder dwelling under a layer of dust. The Bugatti Type 57S Adelante of 1937 was gathering dust under a pile of rubbish for over 40 years. In total, only 17 cars were produced, and one of them stood there for almost half a century. The discovery was estimated at $4.5 million. The heirs of the forgetful Gautier car, in whose garage the car was found, were really lucky. And here is a similar story. The 1960 Ford GT40, modified for racing, was bought by a California native. Just 2 years later, he put it into a garage because of problems with the engine. The supercar was discovered by heirs many years later when they carried a heap of rubbish to the dump. This E-Type Jaguar was bought in 1965, but was soon moved to a permanent residence in form of a garage by its owner. There were 65 miles on its odometer at the time of sale at the auction. The new owner immediately went to get the car completely restored, this masterpiece. An auction for the sale of the rare coupe Dodge Charger Daytona will be held in Florida, USA next month. As the local press wrote, an 18-year-old young man bought a coupe in 1974 for only $1,800 and later put it in a barn and forgot about it for several decades. The car, which now more resembles a pile of rusty metal, is estimated around $180,000. The Dodge Company has only released 560 copies of this model. Although many people called the car the ugliest compartment of the Chrysler concern, nowadays it has a high value because of its rarity. And finally, a true treasure trove of vintage cars. The warehouse of a Chevrolet dealer in Nebraska was discovered in 2012, apparently abandoned for a few years. 50 brand new cars, with built years reaching from the middle of the last century till today, were found under a thick layer of dust. a Chevrolet Impala 1964, a Chevrolet Corvette 1978, and a Corvair 1960 were found among the specimens. All cars practically didn't drive a mile. There were stickers with prices left on the windows of the cars and even cellophane on the car seats. The corrosion didn't touch the body of these cars, so they were successfully sold at a local auction.
My hair like to swing. Yeah! Pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it. Yeah! Hey! Left foot, right foot, yeah!
Most of us want something simple for our birthday. A cake, a few presents, and good company. For some folks around the world, though, that simply isn't enough. Not only are there out-of-this-world parties taking place on the daily for those who can afford them, but the presents that the world's rich and famous receive can only be classified as insane. Take a look at 8 of the most stunning birthday presents gifted to celebrities, children, and all the other lucky recipients around the world. Number 1. B-Day Party. Sometimes it's not the presents that matter on your birthday, but the party itself. At least, that's what UFC President Dana White believes. White already defined his idea of a party when he celebrated his son, Dana Jr.'s 16th birthday. Anyone who went to this party were lucky enough to see the likes of Kendrick Lamar perform. Naturally, White had to go bigger for his younger son, Aiden. So much bigger, in fact, that the party is estimated to have cost $1 million to throw. TMZ described the event as one of the biggest parties of the year. But events like this seem par for the course for the Whites. Talk about out-of-this-world party expectations. Number 2. Unboxing a Volvo. There's been an unboxing trend tearing through the internet lately. If you want to make your friend's birthday party a hit, then you need to give them something that they'll want to share with the world. Volvo jumped on this trendy bandwagon in 2017 and set the Guinness World Record for the largest unboxing ever. 3-year-old Joel Jovine was invited to help reveal the silver Volvo VNL 760. The truck was removed from the box without the box taking any damage, validating the unboxing and delighting the present Jovine. That's one gift where the unboxing is almost better than the present itself. Number 3. A cannon. Alternatively, if your friends aren't car people, you can always build something to give them, like a cannon. That's what Mike Dougherty did. After all, for his son's 11th birthday, though the cannon doesn't have a firing pin, in accordance with the standards set by the Federal Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, it is muzzle-loaded and can still fire. Weighing in at 700 pounds, this is one gift that'll make an impression on any party. Number 4. Keeping up with the Jenners. If you aren't feeling creative, though, you can always go the traditional gifting route. Take the Jenner family, for example, and the extensive gifts they give to daughter Kylie on her 21st birthday. Kylie's boyfriend, Travis Scott, gifted her a vintage Rolls-Royce, topping the Ferrari he'd bought her previously. This old-fashioned car is still a symbol of wealth and luxury to this day, and Jenner seemed more than thrilled to receive her new toy. Not all of us can keep up with the Jenners, of course, but with these sorts of expensive gifts shared with the world via Instagram, even the most humble of your friends is likely to dream. Number 5. A gun. Again, though, not everyone is into cars. Instead, one of your friends may like presents along the same lines as the ones received by a young girl named Presley. For her birthday, Presley's parents bought her a .686 Silver Pigeon. That is to say, a reasonably powerful gun. Presley, it should be noted, is definitely not 21 and thereby technically not allowed to own this sort of weapon, in accordance with American law. But she seemed to appreciate the gift. It's that kind of half-legal thoughtfulness that makes some gifts, we guess, stand out from the rest. Number 6. Teeth. But what do you get your weirder friends? The ones with really obscure taste.
Don't worry, Scarlett Johansson has the answer to your questions. While dating Ryan Reynolds in 2007, she upped the ante on unusual gifts by giving her then boyfriend one of her teeth. Now, she didn't yank it out on her own. Reports say that she'd had her wisdom teeth removed shortly before Reynolds' birthday and seemed to find the regifting appropriate. Teeth, then, may be the perfect, if slightly disconcerting, gift to that special person in your life, so long as they're the tolerant sort. Number 7. Road to Space. Johansson isn't the only one giving her significant other unusual gifts, though. While Katy Perry was engaged to Russell Brand in 2010, she decided to step up Johansson's gifting game. With space on her mind, she bought her fiancé a $200,000 ticket to space. Actual space. Virgin Galactic, the company Perry went through, is known for its commercial flights outside of Earth's atmosphere. But these trips are almost strictly for the rich and famous, given their ticket price. Still, if you've got a friend who's looking to become an amateur astronaut, then you might want to see if you can pull a Perry. And number 8, 84 million gift. Finally, on our list of outrageous birthday gifts is a real ringer. Our gifters for this entry are Anil and Mukesh Ambani, two of India's wealthiest brothers. In 2008, brother Ani made news around the world for the $84 million gift he presented to his wife, Tina. The present happened to be an entirely custom super yacht made in Genoa, Italy. What the couple has done with their yacht since its purchase and gifting is something of a mystery, but at the time, Tina intended to take her present on its maiden voyage over the course of the new year. If only the rest of us could... Many people in this world are very fascinated by fast cars. They customize their vehicle day after day so that they can drive at speeds of up to 270 miles per hour. Unfortunately, this is all fun and games until a police officer stops them and writes a hefty ticket. Plus, roads are so crowded nowadays, when are they actually ever going to get to go that fast? Luckily, we've found an alternate solution for you speed demons: boats. Today, we'll be taking a look at the fastest boats, starting from a fastest yacht, go to the jet ski that can reach the speed of 200 kilometers per hour, and finish with the fastest boat in the world, or a fastest thing on water. Here we go. Usually, when something is big, we automatically assume it's gonna go pretty slow, right? Like, what kind of person would need a yacht that moves at high speeds anyways? King Juan Carlos, that's who. Built by Spanish yard Azar, 51.51-meter Fonners was launched back in 2000. It was gifted by a group of businesses on the Balearic Islands for the King of Spain, Juan Carlos I, and his family. Originally named Fortuna, she was built for maximum speed, as the head of Azar Yard described her as a Formula One prototype on the water. Just that description alone should give you an idea of how fast this baby.
Look, the shooting star, make a wish!
I feel dizzy.
The Lego Movie 2 in theaters.
Well, Big Baby can go. The yacht is powered by twin 1,280 horsepower manned engines and triple Rolls-Royce 6,700 horsepower gas turbines with 3 Kamiyawa water jets. With a total horsepower of 22,660, Fonners can reach a top speed of 80 miles per hour. If you get seasick on a regular cruise, which only goes about 7 miles per hour, one can only imagine the kind of feelings you would have to endure on this thing. If you'd rather be underwater instead, don't you worry. We have something that is just right for you. The Soviet submarine K-162 was the world's fastest submarine and the first submarine constructed with a titanium hull. The boat is best known in the West by its NATO reporting name, Papa Class, which should be a pretty good implication that this thing was not to be taken lightly. Launched in December of 1968, the K-162 was 107 meters in length, weighed over 7,000 tons when submerged, could go 400 meters deep, and reach speeds of 51 miles per hour. This was due to the fact that it had 2 light water reactors designed to be as compact as possible. Unfortunately, you'll never get to ride in one of these because in 1988, the K-162 was decommissioned and then dismantled in 2010. fastest sail rockets were built to capture the sailing speed record, competing in the B class for 150 to 235 square feet of sail. Piloted by Paul Larson in 2008, the first version reached a reported unofficial speed of 60 miles per hour before crashing. Fortunately, the crash would not only motivate Larson and his team to build something better. In November of 2012, the Vestas Sail Rocket 2 made a 68.33 miles per hour, 109.97 kilometers per hour run over a 500-mile distance. On November 24th, with wind speeds at roughly 28.76 miles per hour, 46 kilometers per hour, it ran the 500-mile course at 75.31 miles per hour, 121.21 kilometers per hour, with a 78.26 mile per hour, 125.95 kilometers per hour peak. Both records are ratified by the WSSRC for the 500-mile and the mile.
That's fast. This'll do it. This'll do it.
Or tubes to float. Pontoon boats are usually used for fishing or as small vehicle ferries around the world to cross rivers and lakes. We're not sure why someone would need to go very fast to do these tasks, but hey, we're not judging. Brad Rowland won first place at the Lake of the Ozarks shootout with a top speed of 114 miles per hour, setting the shootout's record for fastest pontoon boat. He also set the benchmark for fastest pontoon boat with the Guinness Book of World Records. His 25-foot 2010 South Bay triple pontoon, tuned in, is equipped with 3 Mercury Pro Max 300X engines. If you think 114 miles per hour is fast, Brad hopes to top that speed by eclipsing 120.
Wait! Hi! Hi, stop screaming. I'm alive.
That just looks like it'll blow you out of the water. The 50-foot Marauder GTS is the latest collaboration between cigarette racing and Mercedes-AMG. With styling cues taken from the 2016 Mercedes-AMG GTS road car, the 50-foot Marauder GTS once again ups the performance and innovation bar. Powered by a pair of staggered Mercury Racing 1550 horsepower engines, the top speed is estimated at more than 135 miles per hour. So if you're looking to feel the wind blow in your face while you fly through the ocean, this is definitely a boat you should look into. Jet skis are already fast enough. Like, the amount of jet ski crashes you can find on the internet is astounding, with the average jet ski top speed being about 70 miles per hour. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on if you're a speed demon or not, that wasn't enough for jet ski expert Yuva Perez. In August of 2017, Perez set a new official world record of 123.2 miles per hour at the U.S. Hydro Drag Nationals with his turbocharged Yamaha FCR. However, he didn't stop there. Now there is a new video showing Perez shatter that record at 127 miles per hour using the same jet ski. While the result may still be unofficial, the GPS module utilized on board his PWC clearly shows numbers never seen previously. Everyone knows that records are meant to be broken, but there are some records out there that are almost impossible to touch.
Bro, why'd you leave?
I won't say it can't ever happen, but the record-shattering run laid down by the Spirit of Qatar team and its 50-foot Mystic powerboats, Catamaran Al Adam 96, at the 2014 Lake of Ozarks shootout could very well be unbreakable. The 50-foot Mystic, My Way, ran 244 miles per hour in 2013. To set a new shootout record. The boats are built to run 225 miles per hour, which is still pretty darn fast. But they threw quite a bit of horsepower in it and were able to get it to a speed that no one imagined. Overall, drag boats boats are the fastest boats on the water. Top Fuel hydros are incredible machines and use the very same 8,000 horsepower supercharged nitro-burning 500 cubic inch Hemi engines as a Top Fuel dragster and funny cars do. The Problem Child boat, owned by Fast Eddie Knox, is the reigning Lucas Oil Drag Boat Series Top Fuel World Champion. It holds the 15 quickest 1,000-foot elapsed times in history, including the current 3.396, 258.26 miles per hour national records. However, once you get a taste of speed, you just can't stop.
You want to do duos? Is that what you said?
3.36 last season and a speed of over 260
Oh,
miles per hour. If you didn't understand the name Problem Child, we know you do now. Because if this thing was a person, it'd probably give more of a headache than Dash from The Incredibles. Bluebird K7 is a jet engine hydroplane with which Britain's Donald Campbell set 7 world water speed records during the latter half of the 1950s and the 1960s. K7 was the first successful jet-powered hydroplane and was considered revolutionary when launched in January of 1955. Campbell used the K7 and added almost 100 miles per hour to the water speed record, taking it from 178 miles per hour to an incredible 276 miles per hour. Unfortunately, Campbell's need for speed got the better of him when he was killed in an accident on January 4th, 1967, whilst trying to set a new water speed record with his aim to raise it to over 300 miles per hour. Finally, this last boat makes the rest of them look like turtles. On October 8th of 1978, Ken Warby drove Spirit of Australia on the Tumut River near the Blowering Dam in Australia to a speed of 317.596 miles per hour. This meant it over 300
oh, sorry. I'm sorry, stream.
Insane. The Spirit of Australia was powered by a Westinghouse J34 jet engine, which was developed by the Westinghouse Electric Company in the late 1940s and was used for jet fighters and other aircrafts. Due to its major success, the Spirit of Australia is displayed permanently at the Australian National Maritime Museum in Darling Harbour, Sydney, New South Wales.
You're what?
I'm going to talk every time and I hate this sometimes, excuse me. Wow, I'm getting sick.
Launching in 3, 2,
Rocket travels the highest is the winner. Also, there's a 300-foot bonus if you catch it.
Okay, it is time for the first.
Can you maybe turn that down?
At the blast zone, as you can see, we've got our blast shield, we've got the launch pad. Cody is up first. It is go time.
Hey guys, it's me and the traffic cone. The traffic cone has actually never seen flight, and he never will, because he's gone. I've upgraded to the missile. This time, I read the instructions. This baby, she's soaring high. Let's get a W, baby.
You know you need to watch on YouTube, you need to watch Stoop. S-O-U-P. Me and Dakota watch him.
I'm watching Dude Perfect right now, so don't talk to me.
Potential for a 10! Dang it! Oh, folks, here's the deal.
It fell 10 yards away from the edge. I could have caught it.
You guys have no idea how excited I am that this thing just flew in the air.
Because, man, do I have a history of not reading the instructions. All right, boys, let's head to the launch pad.
Got good news and bad news. Good news is you had your first successful rocket launch.
Wow!
Bad news, most of our first rockets feature 1,010 feet. Yeah.
Are you watching Homer like shoot the rockets up in the air?
Yeah.
That's brutal.
That hurts deep.
I haven't.
Silver Bullet, version 1. Silver Bullet, version 2. Cody hit 1,010 feet.
feeling pretty good following up.
One of them goes, I think it's the,
and she's
don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me.
Silver Bullet is launching in 3, 2, 1. Do it for the.
There's a blue pump in here.
We gotta get this out! Oh no! Silver Bullet! I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea how I messed that up. First place, Kobe checking into the game. You may remember that this here rocket almost killed a cow, and it inspired a song that, while maybe not enjoyed, was heard by millions of people. We didn't kill a cow. Today, I would like to introduce you to the Move Over rocket. I have a feeling I'm not the only one who's pretty excited that Ty's rocket just blew up. I mean, that was just fun to watch. Ty, if you don't mind to move over. Oh my God, really appreciate that. If you're a cow and you can hear me, move! Get out of the way! 2, I'm doing it!
Bro, he just headshot me in the forehead, bro. We're in PC servers, by the way, so watch out.
Oh my God, that was insane!
I cannot hear that. Oh my God, that's good. Oh my ears!
The parachute didn't come out, which is kind of disappointing. You tried to catch it. It didn't deploy. I wanted to get close. I have been there. You made a crater. And it blew it out of the ground like nothing.
He's over there where I died.
Like 20 pounds. That was a good launch. Well done.
Yeah, right over there.
Yeah, max speed, 280 miles an hour. Wow, that's fast. Yeah. I will say this, that definitely would have killed a cow.
Bro, how'd you miss that?
Yeah, the height. Give me the rocket height. Kobe's rocket height. 845. No! Cody Jones still in first place right now. We in this, baby! We in this! We in this, baby! Let's go!
Wait, are you? Oh, you're on
Maybe
keyboard and mouse.
that my old rocket almost killed me. That's not going to happen today. I'd like to introduce you to Bumblebee 2.0. Right now, Cody's the man to beat, but I think the Bumblebee is the rocket to do it. Let's put the win back in twin. Let's go. Come on, Bumblebee! 3, 2,
not.
1.
Try to be cool.
Bumblebee recovery! The bee flew so far.
What does that supposed to mean? What's happening in like, what is that? I don't know. That's supposed to happen like a day? Yeah, 20 hours? Yeah. Oh.
I'm so happy. Garrett Hilbert, you've got one shot at glory.
I also got multiple engines.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
I'm kidding. Yeah, I didn't do that. I bet we did. Here's my version 1. Welcome to version 2. Corey put an absolute phenomenal launch into the air. But I got faith in the purple hoser. I at least win the art design award. I mean, come on. It's a thing of beauty. So, let's do it.
All right, Garrett, count it down, boy. All the marbles. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, yeah.
But his rocket is gold.
That thing went way up there, bro. You can probably see freaking, you can probably see Mexico from there.
Oh, it's way in the trees.
That thing is
I hate to let you down, but we went 0 for 5 on catches. Right now, we're kind of in limbo. It was high. I don't know. Like, it was, but so was yours was insanely high. Need a little space here, gentlemen. Oh, dramatic.
Oh, you're dead? I didn't know
final
this.
stats. I know who the winner of Rocket Battle 2 Really? Oh. With a separation of only a few hundred feet, back to back, is...
Nah, it was Corey who won.
If you guys want to say thanks to the couple Team Corey fans are...
I thought the ginger guy won, the one with the red hair won.
No.
Can 20,000 magnets catch a car mid-air? How many lemons does it take to start a car? Hiding expensive items in the world's largest haystack. Climbing a wall with plungers. Dinosaur racing. In 2018, we filmed a lot of videos that just didn't turn out how we wanted them, so we never really uploaded them. This video is going to be a scrapped video review. So today we're going to react to these videos because videos have rights too. The first video we scrapped is can 20,000 magnets catch a car mid-air? We have a car over there, a ramp, and a ramp. We never got airborne. And as you can see, the car never got off the ground.
It's when he destroys their cars and buying another one.
So then we went to a junkyard and tried to get a really ginormous magnet from the junkyard and recreate this.
We put the weight on the gas pedal, release the parking brake, and it's going to go flying forward.
Yeah, and then it's going to go flying into the ramp, and we're going to see if the magnet catches it. And yeah, that's why that video was scrapped. The next video we scrapped last year was when we tried to climb a wall with plungers. No joke, I thought that was a good idea. I'm going to climb this wall using only plungers.
Here's your adhesive booties.
This is a bra. And the plungers weren't working well, so we moved on to other things. Yeah. We're gonna see if you can climb a wall using bras.
Give them a squeeze for good luck. Feel real?
Yeah. All right. Darn, I thought for sure that would work. I swear, on paper, it made sense. This next video took a crazy amount of time. We tried to power a car with lemons. Such a shame that we never got to upload it because we put so much time and effort into this video. When we started filming the videos, it was potatoes, but halfway through we switched to lemons because there wasn't enough potatoes in our city. So yeah, as you can see, after the intro, we started using lemons, and yeah, we literally bought every lemon in our city.
Literally, there's a lady at the store, and I went to get all the lemons, and she was like, "Can I have some before you buy them all?" And I was like, "Sure."
No, that's why we didn't have enough. You heard it here, folks. Chandler kills videos.
This literally took
so long. I know, it's so annoying that we never uploaded it. Look at that. We had no idea what we were doing. We were just putting zinc and copper and then connecting them and doing closed and open circuit things. I don't know, we were following the internet, and so now they're making sure they're all done right, because just one little mess up would make this whole thing not work. So that is true. That was very stressful. If just one half lemon out of the thousands of them, like the little thing just slipped off the zinc or copper, it would not work. Look at all those lemons, and the most we could power with it was a carbon monoxide alarm. And in case you're wondering what the thumbnail for this video would have been, this is what we planned on the thumbnail being.
Keep going right, keep going right, keep going right.
Look at that. That's a banger thumbnail, man. I swear on my life. Look at that. I could have photoshopped it a little bit. I could have uploaded this video, and it would have easily got 20 million views. But I didn't, because it wasn't good enough. Next, we have world's largest haystack. Essentially what we did is we made the world's largest haystack, and then I spent $10,000 on items, and I hid it in the haystack, and I let the guys have a competition to see who could find stuff in it the first, like, you know, Macs and switches and phones and things like that. All right, guys, remove the bed sheet, go. Woo! So I hit the PlayStation 4, gets to keep it. And whoever found it in the world's largest haystack got to keep it.
Like doing a...
Hey! You guys took an L.
Next, we're doing a brand new iPhone X.
Oh.
I'm on mountain viewport and I'm doing better than I thought.
And I was losing, child.
Did you
But
not
remember
win a
all the
single
times
thing?
I thought I was
It
trash?
took forever.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
You think I'm trash on mountain viewport or no?
Chandler won something! No, we're touching at the same time! You go, Chandler. Thank you. Each of these plastic bags have $100. One is a $500 designer belt. Next, we're doing another one of these. Alright, guys. Here's the keys. That's the car right there. It's only slightly a piece of trash. I hit keys and let whoever found them keep the car, and Chris got it. And the first thing he did was ram it into the haystack and doing it. That was pretty cool. It was summary. And that was the video where we made a huge haystack and put lots of prizes in it. You enjoyed that video?
I did.
I didn't. Next is dino cars. We tried to invade a city riding mini cars dressed as dinosaurs, and I'll let you see it.
Yeah, the biggest problem was we bought like 20 mini cars and only like 8 of them worked.
Look at that. We're gonna invade the city dressed as dinosaurs.
And then we gave up on the dinosaurs. And then we gave up on the cars and then went back to dinosaurs.
So our first stop was we invaded a hotel with mini cars. What is wrong with us?
Look at this guy who's just
on the pool. And then the hotel kicked us out, so then we just started driving down the street with mini cars. There's a bunch of dinosaurs!
We got kicked out pretty much everywhere except the mall.
And then we gave up and started marching around the city with dinosaurs. Next video is when we did coin flips for money. I think the concept was I flip it, if you win you get 300, and then you can do double or nothing all the way up to 10 grand.
That's what spawned the Guess the Right Cup video.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you, Madison. And then we got tired of flipping a coin, so we started rolling a die, and if they guessed it right, then won money. Then she won money. She won money.
That guy looks like iDubbbz, oh my god.
He did, wait.
Whoa, that's iDubbbz.
Little did we know, iDubbbz appeared in a video, and it didn't even get uploaded. I can't believe
this video is the worst video we've ever done.
So the idea for the
She's
thumbnail
bad.
was I filmed.
How did he get my wall?
I don't even want to give you the clickbait.
Fortnite, she's bad. Dude, how did he get my wall?
Trap them in a box and just expect them
How
to be
did he
okay.
just get my wall?
No, the
Look at this acting, dude. We have next level
He
acting.
took that way too hard. The goldfish are probably hurt. Let's see. Oh, nah, the goldfish. So we're back at the warehouse. We gotta get these goldfish out of these tanks. They're running out of water. So we built a giant tank for the fish. We built a literal zoo in our warehouse.
And we did it on a Saturday.
Building a zoo for make-believe animals.
Bro, he's actually live streaming. I'm about to go watch my quick.
Wow.
So beautiful.
Wow.
Payne, I hate you!
Scooby snacks.
Why?
And
Because you like
Here's a list of all
What?
the
I'm on my PS4. This is my mountain
directory.
We've got some information about them. We got some Pikachu.
Who, mine?
So how many calories is a
No, this
Pikachu?
kid. That just killed me. It's an
A
Asian.
Pikachu is 80 calories.
These were bones
Whoa.
of dogs, and they feed them to children.
Alright, so here we got some alligators. Little did we know, alligators and monkeys are like tight. They're like spine on rats.
Dude,
What is this video?
his stream is delayed. He has 10 viewers. He's bad. I just gotta go back when he killed me. How do you go back on
Surf
foot?
gets 10 grand, Last Take Handoff Lamborghini keeps it, Last League Slime gets 20 grand. Well, we're gonna do another one of
Look, he's
those,
doing
but the
it. I'm watching
participants
him
are
right
only people who buy merch. We're gonna pick 4 people at the end of January, fly them out, let them compete in one of these weird challenges. They'll be uploaded.
Somebody open these shoes off. Yo, what's going on, you guys? So you guys showed a ton of support on the Gucci flip-flop bait prank, and I know you guys love the Yeezy bait prank. So usually I show myself getting the bait ready, putting the itching powder on it. But I shot this whole entire video without shooting an intro, and the Gucci flip-flops ended up getting stolen. So I can't really show me setting it up. But in this video, I left some itching powder on some good old Gucci flip-flops and just put them in front of people to see what would happen. Nice. Because let's be honest, if anybody decides to put the flip-flops on, they're going to be going nuts. This video gets 5,000 likes. I'm for sure 100% guaranteed make a part 2 to this video with a funny twist. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, right here, dude. Yeah, I got a car? Where'd you get a car?
Dude, look at that. He's fucking ripping so hard.
Oh, yeah.
You have that one?
I just
just got scared for a second.
I have a screenshot of this kid. Oh, dude, he has aimbot. Oh. Hello?
Shit.
Wow.
Why don't we just relax?
Oh, fuck. Other games probably stack and shit too, dude.
What's going on, man?
Yo.
What up? Yep.
You try editing it.
Shoot, you.
Yeah,
Was
other
yours?
than the
Yeah,
fucking
I haven't
stack,
touched it from the bottom, dude. Because I have athlete's foot. Oh, hell no! Man! Why, what happened? Man, my feet itching like a mother. Put them on? Man, you man. Wait, you put them on? You man.
Oh my god, no.
Wait, you can't put them on, bro.
That's just fucked up. That's just fucked up. That's just fucked up.
What screen are you on?
That's just fucked up, dude. That's so fucked up.
Man, who gone? Let me try these on. These are nuts. Okay. All I need is a smoking jacket now. I'm gonna real fly, man. Oh, if you don't get. Damn. Dude.
No.
Lost, man. Lost.
It's turned to 17 minutes delayed, so. I mean, 17 seconds.
Shit, what the hell going on, man? Shit. What's on these damn
He won the game.
My feet are going, burning on fire, man. They're on fire. What the hell's going on here? Shit. What the hell? Man, I don't know. My feet are burning.
Let's go! I'm the best, dude!
Yeah, man!
I'm joking, I love them. I'm absolute shit at this game. I'm absolutely shit at this game.
Oh, man, my feet are itching.
I'm absolutely shit at this game. Fuck me.
Yo, where my shoes go? Man, what are you doing? Man, what the hell wrong with the shoes? Oh my god, you put them on? Yeah, I put them on. Dude, why'd you put them on? Man, because you dropped them. They're Gucci's, dude. They're Gucci's, but I have athlete's foot.
Oh, man, killed me. Oh, GG, bro. Dude, that's fucking scared me. Fucking go with you.
You should honestly go to that ambulance right now, dude. Dude, what's wrong with you, man?
I had no shit on. Only 75
My feet are gonna be chopped off in a month. Are you a freaking moron, man?
Bruh, why'd you leave?
I don't have a doctor. Go get insurance. Go get a doctor, dude. Man, I don't know. It's your fault, dude. Why'd you pick them up? Why'd you pick them off, dude? Man, forget you, dude. I'm out of here. You're just gonna leave your stuff? Hey, man, what's up, man? What's up with them shoes, man? Dude, I don't know what's up. Man, I put on them shoes. You said they got athlete's feet on them, dude. I have athlete's feet. I'm getting my own feet chopped off, dude, because they can't fix it. You're getting your feet chopped off? How the hell am I gonna fix mine? Because I don't have no damn insurance, man. What the hell is your problem? Oh my god, dude. What's wrong with you, dude? Where'd you get your car, dude? Where? Hell? I'm such an idiot. Oh shit, jeez. Yeah. No. Whoa, what's wrong with you, bro? Oh no. Oh god. What those things? I don't know what those things have. Those just hurt. You put these on? Yeah. Bruh, why does everyone put these on? Oh, they're Gucci, man. Come on. What's good, you guys? So in this video, I'm going to be doing the Gucci shirt bait prank. This is literally the most requested bait prank that I have. In this bait prank, I'm going to be putting itching powder all over the Gucci shirt, on the armpit area, on the neck area, literally all over the shirt. If anybody in their right mind decides to pick up the shirt and put it on, they're literally going to be going nuts. Nice. This video is a suggestion from one of you guys in the comments below, so make sure to let me know down below in the comments what bait, what prop, etc., etc. What should I do in the next video? If you guys are enjoying these videos, you guys want me to do more, make sure to smash that like button if you guys haven't already. Let's just see what happens. Let's get ready to rumble! I'm right here, dude, in front of the Walmart. You said to me, I got the Gucci, so you're not gonna... You hit your car? Wait, where did you hit your car from? You okay, where? Where are you at, bro? Right here. Let's see what we got here. Whoa! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Clean. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Where's my phone at? Hold on. Woo! Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Woo! I'm talking about. I can't believe somebody would leave this around here. You know, sun's off, man. You know what's going on. Rich people always leaving something behind. I don't understand. Ooh, it's getting kind of itchy up in here, man. Is it hot or is it out here? Ooh. Shit. What's going on around here in this camp? Son, help me. Never put that on my scooter. Shit. Somebody, I need help. Fuck. Oh, yeah, this will work. This fucking work. What? Oh man, it's still burning, man. Oh man, it's still burning, man. This might do it right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I got my hair dyed today because I wanted to use a change. It's not a filter.
Why do you have an infection? Hey. Yo, what's going on, you guys? So you guys really love the Louis Vuitton and Supreme collab hoodie. So today I'm bringing the hoodie back in the Louis Vuitton box, and basically what I'm going to be doing is dropping the hoodie in front of people with itching powder on top of it. If anybody in their right mind decides to pick up the hoodie and put it on, they're literally going to be going nuts. You guys have been giving me amazing suggestions on what I should do next, so let me know down below in the comments what product, brand, etc., etc., what should I do in the next video. So if you think I should keep making more videos like this, make sure to slap that like button if you guys haven't already.
I'm sorry, I gotta go.
Gotta strap up for this.
I'll probably be back in a minute though.
Boxes, they actually